Krishna Oza, your science teacher, and today we are going to start the new chapter of 7th standard NCERT syllabus. Chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals. So as we have studied in chapter number 1, that is nutrition in plants, we know that there are two modes of nutrition, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic. So plants can make their own food, but we, animals, human beings, cannot make our own food. So what happens? How we can take the food? What are the different ways to take the food? That we have to study in this chapter. So when I eat the food, where does it goes? What happens to that food? So you must know the answer that if I eat anything, it will get digested and I will get the energy, right? So as all animals eat different types of food, they all get energy. This food they use for growth, repair and maintenance of their life. So food is must for a life. As we all know, we get energy by eating the food. But if I eat the food once in a month, is it okay? No, of course not. The food which I eat once will remain in my body, okay? Then it will start getting digesting, and then after digestion I will get the energy, and that energy I can use in various activities that I can do daily. For example, studying, playing, reading, okay? So all these activities I can do if I have energy, and I get energy by eating the food. So today we are going to learn about nutrition in animals. Let's see what we are going to study in this chapter. Nutrition in animals. So we have to study different topics in this chapter. First, what is digestion? Means what is the meaning of digestion? What happens when the food is digested? Then different ways of taking food, means different animals, as we know, they take food in different ways, right? So which are the different ways by which the different organisms, say for example the herbivores, carnivores, birds, insects, microorganisms, how all these organisms or animals take food. Then third is digestion in humans. Okay, so in this topic we are going to study about how digestion occurs in human beings. Okay, what is the process, where it goes, right? Then the next is digestion in grass-eating animals. Means the herbivores, if they eat the grass, then how this grass get digested, that we have to study here. And last is digestion in amoeba. As we know, I think you have heard this word amoeba. Amoeba is unicellular organism. Okay, uni means single and cellular means cell. Okay, as we have studied in chapter number 1, that cell is the fundamental, basic, structural and functional unit of life. Means any organism is made up of a cell. So this organism named amoeba, it is made up of single cell, only one cell. So how digestion happens in amoeba, that also we have to study in this chapter. So students, let's start with the chapter nutrition in animals. As I told you that we all require food. We require food for energy, growth and maintenance of our body. As we know that we animals depend on other animals or on plants for our food. So we have to take the plants, we have to take the animals as our food, and by this we get energy. We know that from what we eat or from our food we get several nutrition. As you all know, these nutritions are, we can say they are in the form of nutrients, that is carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fats, roughage and water. So all these nutrients are very much important for us, and from these nutrients we get nutrition and we get energy. So let's start with first topic, that is what is digestion. We know that when we eat food, right, this food is in complex form, means the food which we are having, they have complex components like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins. Then what we have to do is we have to convert it into simple forms, right? If I tell you to eat a chapati, how can you eat? Can you eat the whole chapati? No. What you do? You will cut it into small pieces, that is bites, and then one by one you will have it, right? So that is from complex one you have converted into simple. Like that only here in our body also we have to convert the complex component of food into simple one. So that is known as digestion. So let's see the definition. The breakdown of complex components. Breakdown means it will broken down, right? To whom we have to break? Complex components of food into simpler substances is known as digestion. So digestion is the process in which there will be a breakdown of complex component of food into simpler substances. So here I have drawn the complex component. Complex component are in the form of chain, you can see here. So when this chain, it cannot be digested by our body. Okay, so what our body is doing? It will cut the chain, it will break the chain, and then we are getting the simple substances like this. So this is known as the process of digestion. The breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substances is known as digestion. So as we all know, we must have to digest the food, right? But the intake of food is different in all the animals. Means we have hands to take our food, but what about cows, deers, horses, buffaloes? Do they have hands to eat their food? No. So there are different ways in different organisms for intake of food, right? So let's see which are the different ways for intake of food. First, bees and hummingbirds. We know that bees suck the nectar of flowers. Nectar means flower juice, right? Hummingbird, you might have heard this bird's name. That hummingbird is a very small bird. It can also fly backward, right? So these bees and hummingbirds, what they take? They suck the nectar. Okay, they do not have hands like us. They do not chew anything, but they suck the nectar, right? Then infants of humans. Infants means small babies, very small babies, or we can say newborn babies. So when babies are newborn, okay, they do not have teeth, as we all know. Then what they eat? From where they take nutrition? Yes, you are correct. They take nutrition from mother's milk. So infants of humans take the nutrition from mother's milk. Same as humans, some small babies of animals also depend on their mother's milk for their nutrition. Okay, so we know cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, camel. Their babies depend on their mother's milk for their growth as they were very small. Then as they grow, then they eat the grass, and we human beings eat different types of food, right? Then next is snake. Snake like python. What they do? How do they get nutrition? They take or they swallow the whole organism or whole animal, okay, on which they prey. Means here we can write they swallow whole animal and then they digest that animal, right? Then next is aquatic animals. Aquatic animals means the animals which live in water. So what these animals do? They take the organism, tiny means very small organisms from their surrounding. They filter these organisms and then they digest these organisms. So they depend on tiny organisms which are near their surroundings. So this is all about different ways of taking food by different organisms, right? Now in our next lecture we are going to study about digestion in human beings. How this digestion occur, what are the different glands and organs which are involved in this process of digestion, our digestive tract, where it is, and what is the another name of the digestive tract, which are the different organs which are involved in digestion, what do they do, all this we know in our next lecture.
आभार।